clip-in extensions for Microlocs? I didn't either, so let's just get into it.
CurlsQueen reached out to me to see if I wanted to try out their customizable Microloc clip-in extensions, and of course I said yes, duh.
These Microloc clip-in extensions are made with 100% virgin human hair, and they're available from 6 inches to 20 inches and in 0.2 centimeters to 0.6 centimeters in diameter for each lock. They also come in 2 different bundles. There's a partial head bundle with 5 pieces, which comes with 50 Microlocs, and then there's a glam full head bundle that comes with 10 pieces and 100 locks. CurlsQueen also offers complete customization for different sizes for your locks and different bundle specifications to make sure that you're getting exactly what you're looking for. For my set of clip-ins, I got them in 16 inches and 0.4 centimeters wide, just because that's the average diameter of my locks, even though I have a decently wide variety of sizes on my head. It's just 0.4 centimeters for the crown of my head onward is pretty much the size of all my locks. Now, I also wanted to point out that I did get the Glam Full Head Bundle with the 100 locks on it because I already have decently thick hair. So if I want to make a visual impact, I need more hair. So I will say, if you have any type of thickness that is similar to mine, go ahead and get your hands on that Glam Bundle. You would actually regret getting the partial and just go ahead and get the Glam Bundle. Just invest in the Glam Bundle. Now, I want to talk through a couple of different things about the extensions to just kind of share my thoughts and experience with CurlsQueen. Straight out of the pack without washing this hair, I will say that it has that hair extension smell. I don't know what else to compare it to, but it has that same smell that every set of hair extensions, whether they're wefted, clip-ins, whatever, have always, they just have it. It has that smell. I have in a Glam Bundle, as you can see, Resident Leo here, so we gotta be a little dramatic with it. I didn't necessarily want to make my hair look longer, but I wanted my hair to look bigger. And I think that was successfully achieved. Drama. These locks are dense from root to tip. They are thick. Like, I hope that one day my locks are thick from root to tip just like this. The only color that these clip-ins come in is natural black, which if you're like me and your hair is a little bit on the lighter side naturally, there's 2 things that you can do here. You can do what I did, which is I dyed my hair darker. My hair was actually getting a lot lighter than I wanted it to be. Living in Miami, the sun kind of bleaches your hair, and I didn't want it to be super bright. Or you can lighten your clip-in extensions because they are human hair. You can bleach them, you can dye them. Now, the integrity of how the locks will be after you dye them, that's your business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I said you can, I didn't say you should. Okay. While you may think that these could be a little bit on the heavier side, especially since I have a glam set put in my head, they're actually decently lightweight. I was a little worried about the clips and how they would get into my roots and if it would be damaging if I clipped them in. No, these feel very light actually. Which brings me to my next point. Are they stiff at all?
Yes. Ooh, stiff what? Stiff what? For real, stiff what? Ooh, no what?
They're really not stiff at all. They got body. They move. If you haven't heard of CurlsQueen, they also offer normal hair extensions if you're not in the Microloc clip-in extension market. They have human hair ponytails, regular clip-ins, fluff bundles, braiding hair, microlinks, tape-ins, so on and so forth. Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure that they have it. Definitely worth checking out. I'll get back to you at a later date once I wash these to give an update on these in the future. But they're exactly what I was kind of hoping for. With Microlocs, there's not a lot that I like to do with my hair for special occasions, although I like the concept of making a higher impact with my hair for special events or for photo shoots or other things like that. And I think these are the perfect solution for someone who doesn't want to do something drastic, or if you're sick of just doing braid outs and curls on your hair for special occasions. And sometimes volume is the statement, volume is the answer. Now I will say though, picturing what my hair would look like with a braid out with these in, my hair will be ginormous. And I may have to revisit that at a later date, so stay tuned. I also want to give a couple of tips from clipping these in myself. I actually, while I was filming, re-clipped these in twice. So first things first, if you're not looking to add length to your hair, you can kind of completely skip the nape of your neck when you're clipping these in. I don't have any hair clips put in the first few rows of my locks, and you cannot tell. You cannot tell. You shouldn't be able to tell. That's great. But as a person who the perimeter of my hair is the loosest and softest and most fragile parts of my hair, I was gonna skip it anyway, if I'm being frank. Tip number 2, I would recommend that under no circumstances should you put these clip-ins in the root of your hair right after a retie. You're begging for breakage at that point. Please don't do it. Just completely avoid using clip-ins in your hair if you have freshly retied roots. Just don't even risk it. Don't do it. I am about 2-3 weeks after retying my hair, and that's the reason why I'm okay with putting these in. It don't get too close because there's a lot of frizz, but I had a little bit of regret that I could clip my clip-ins too, so keep that in mind. And tip number 3, don't get too close to your edges with the clips. It's just like if you have loose natural hair, or if you had straightened hair, you wouldn't want your clip-ins too close to the edge because duh, you'd be able to see the clip. But not only that, you don't want all of that excessive amount of tension on your edges. So scoot it back. Focus on the thicker parts of your hair, like the crown of your head, and yeah, if you could focus basically most of the clips at least an inch behind your hairline, and then at least skip the nape of your neck, and everything else is fair game. Yeah, as long as you don't have any problem spots that are prone to breakage, you should be okay clipping them everywhere else. But avoid your more sensitive areas. And lastly, don't get too close to the top. Because your hair is parted in some sort of a grid, assuming that your hair is parted in some sort of a grid like mine, the closer you get to the top of your head, the more likely you are to see the weft and the clips. So don't go right up under the first 2 rows. Like, maybe make sure you're maybe like 3-4 rows out. If your hair is really dense like mine, you can get away with being 3 rows down. But if your hair is on the thinner side, 4 or 5. Just a little assurance. Just a little insurance. I'm gonna have to give these clip-in extensions 5 big booms. Really great quality, nice and thick from the root to the tip. The color is definitely the perfect natural black. It's a true 1B. It's a true 1B, if I'm being honest. It's a true 1B. They're lightweight, they're the perfect way to add temporary volume to your hair, a little razzle dazzle. I just love how my hair turned out, and I love these extensions. If you're interested in getting your hands on some Microloc clip-ins or any other extensions from their website, you can use this code to get some money off. Or if you want to get it and you don't want to use my code, that's fair too. That ain't no problem. I totally understand. So give it a look, check it out, see what they have. And if something ends up in your cart, something ends up in your cart. It's your business. I will at a later date be doing an update video of washing these clip-in extensions and just kind of a wear update maybe in a couple of months, just to let you know how they held up for me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to comment them below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, and if there's anything else that you want to see, let me know and maybe I can make that happen for you. Okay. Until next time, girly pops. Bye.